There has to come a time in life where people must, and I do mean must, leave their place of comfort and face reality. It's oftentimes difficult to face reality, but oftentimes if we don't take a deep breath and address our issues head on, they won't go anywhere. And we will end up somewhere in the future dealing with those same issues, maybe in the worst case scenario. What I'm saying is this: I'm talking about social media, but not just about any video or any post that you might see on social media about you going on vacation, about you making money, being an entrepreneur, do it yourself, help, and entertainment, and even just general news. I'm not talking about those subjects. I'm talking about when you say things to people that really matter. When you give people real, honest to goodness truth as it relates to the world in which we all live. This is not going to be taken very well by some because they have decided to remain where they are in their own ignorance, some of them, in their own comfort zones, others of them. Whatever your reason might be, it still doesn't change reality. I know there's some that want to create their own reality, but there are certain realities that we all face as human beings that's the same across the board. You can call it what you will. We all have the same needs for the most part, fundamentally. We need sustenance or food to survive. We need water. We need to somehow be associated with other human beings. We need to be social in some area or aspect of our lives. You just can't shut yourself away in a room somewhere away from the world. We need people in some capacity or another to survive, to live, to even have peace of mind. Family, for example. Now, as it relates to social media, when you share information with others that's beneficial to, let's say, their health, let's say to how the government actually operates, without all of the political smokescreen. When you start telling people the truth, is what I'm getting at. The honest to goodness, brass tacks, unadulterated truth. People begin to pay attention to you that are in high places. And people who control certain industries begin to try and attempt to censor the things that you're sharing with the masses. I hope you're seeing where it is that I'm going with this. Everything that we put on social media that benefits other human beings, and I'm not talking about entertainment again, I'm talking about real human development types of things. For example, if I were to share information with you about how to avoid cancer, things that you could take that will rid you of cancer or prevent you from getting cancer, someone's paying attention to me. Not just the person or the individuals that's concerned about their health, but it's the people who control certain industries. It's the advertisers on certain platforms. Some things people don't want the general public to know because it cuts into their profits. They still continue to push pharmaceutical drugs to people. They still continue, I'm saying the medical industry continues to push the advice and or suggestion of surgery to the public. Now, in and of itself, there's nothing wrong with those advances in medicine when they are used appropriately and not abused. But let me tell you, if you can tell an individual to change their lifestyle and they can be healed versus you suggesting surgery and removing an organ or doing a back surgery that's going to garner several thousands and even hundreds of thousands of dollars over time in treatment, which one would you do if you're the medical industry? Would you say to this individual, this person, this man or woman coming into your office, if you're a doctor, you know, if you stop doing this and you follow this protocol right here and take care of yourself and just follow back up with us to make sure that you're doing those things, your issue will go away. Versus the doctor that says, well, we've seen a spot here, and after doing this series of tests, we suggest surgery. We want to remove your kidney. We want to take out your gallbladder. We want to cut a piece of your thyroid gland out. We need to go into your brain and place a stent there, a stent in your heart. When oftentimes some of these very things that they're suggesting to you can be corrected by us just changing our lifestyle and its choices. Do you see what I'm saying now? So anytime you start telling people how to heal themselves, physically, mentally, and the emotional comes right along with it. When you start telling people how to do these things, the people who don't want them healed, because a healed individual can't pay any money to be maintained on drugs. Once you start telling people these things, especially on this platform that you see me on right now, your viewership begins to be lesser than what it has ever been, because they don't want people to know how to be free, how to be free here, how to be free here. They don't want them to know. So on social media, we, people like myself, are censored. It's done covertly. I know how long I've been on this particular platform. Been on here for quite a while. I know what my potential is in terms of followership, if you will, or subscribers. I know what my average is and what it has been since I started this. And it has lessened because a lot of the information of value that I'm sharing with you is being compromised. I'm not getting as many views as I used to. It's not that there's anything wrong with the information as it relates to the masses that care about themselves physically, mentally, emotionally. There's something wrong with the industries when they find out that I'm trying to liberate. Not always directly liberate, but indirectly liberate, because people pick up snippets of what I say and they tell me all over the world now, you have benefited my life in this respect, this regard. You have helped me curtail the way in which I've done things in the past. You've helped me become a better person. The industries, the people who control everything major in our lives, don't like those success stories. They don't. They don't benefit from us being well. They benefit from us being sick, physically and mentally sick. And anytime you try to help someone come out of those situations, someone comes to see about you. And as I said before, it's done behind closed doors. You never see these people because they stand in the shadows. If I tell you that there's a cure for this and there's a cure for that, if you follow this particular procedure or protocol, don't you ever believe that there's not someone listening and they want to stop me right away. I'm just a small fish in the pond. I'm just a human being, a man, just like anyone else watching me, a man or a woman. I'm trying to help my fellow man find themselves. I'm trying to offer some semblance of value to you, that you might have a better day, a better life, a better experience as it relates to your health, and enjoy your family and the rest of your days and your years on this planet. That's all I'm doing. I'm just sharing with my fellow brethren, irrespective of race, color, and creed. It doesn't matter. I love everyone. And I think most of you that have watched my channel for these years, you know this. You know it's not contrived. You know that it is genuine, or I wouldn't waste my time. So, this video is more about my belief that we should have our own. Because we're not going to hurt ourselves. Because anytime you're using someone else's platform, they are in control. As much as we like to believe that we're controlling it, the things that we say and do on that platform, we really are not. Because behind the scenes, there's someone pushing buttons. There are some bots that's checking out your keywords and your keyword phrases and reading all of the paragraphs and all of the material that you upload to this platform and various others. And they're saying, no, that's not acceptable. We don't want people to be free. We don't want people to have the freedom of their own thoughts. We don't want people to be independent. We don't want people to be full of health and vibrancy. We want people to remain sick so that we can continue to sell them our wares that are not beneficial for them in the first place. Only beneficial for us, the 1% that controls the 99. It may seem as though I'm talking in a riddle, but I'm not. Those of you, I believe, that are watching me have enough common sense to be able to ascertain where it is that I'm coming from. This is my channel that I'm on right now. In name it is, but I don't own it per se. I can be removed at any time someone decides to do so. It's a privilege to be here, and I'm honored to have been here to benefit those who are open to the things that I have espoused since I have been here. But please comprehend, please understand, outside of all of the things that I've ever talked about on this platform, my key focus has always been on how to better the individual, how to be an individual, how to be independent, how to be your own self, how to be free and assume your position as a free, living, moving being without the government controlling you, without the medical and pharmaceutical industries controlling you. In other words, you should take full responsibility for your own life because it is yours and no one else's. Do you follow me? It's better to be independent than to be dependent on others to do for you what you can and should do for yourself. So, if you see a video of mine, if you just happen to get through all of the difficulties and the obstacles electronically, trying to see what I'm talking about of substance, and it seems difficult to get there, it is because I don't fully control this platform. As much as I would like you to have the information that I'm trying to give to you, some of the information that I'm giving to you, that's the most important information, others don't want you to have. I think you see clearly now. So I just wanted to share this with you and make you aware that we are censored on the internet, as we are in other aspects of our lives. We're being watched all of the time, 24 hours a day, every moment. And anytime we share any information that's going to help create a better life for anyone, that's going to encourage and build up anyone, that is going to make those that watch us and listen to us an independent thinker, someone who thinks for themselves and begins to leave the status quo way of doing things. Those are the individuals, they are the individuals that people begin to pay more attention to, that are in high places. So this may have seemed as though it was just a rant, but it was much more than that. Ladies and gentlemen that have watched me here on this platform, I want you to know sincerely, from me to you, that I was placed here on this earth, this planet, for a reason. I have my flaws. I admit it. I'm a human being. I have flaws. We all do. There's no human being that does not have some flaw or another. I have flaws. But even with that, and accepting that I have these flaws, I also have knowledge concerning a whole lot of things that are beneficial to all of us. And I'm just one man. I'm not the only one. But I'm speaking for myself. As long as I'm here, and as long as I'm able, I'm going to continue to give you information of value. I don't have all of the embellishments. Don't need it. Don't need to have the bells and the whistles and the lights in the background and all of these other things to tell you the truth about the world we live in. And I will not cease until I can do it no longer. From me to you, I love you dearly, everyone under the sound of my voice, and the Almighty loves you. This is not a religious segment. This is just a human being, your fellow man, reaching out to you and letting you know that I share many of your issues with you. I share many of your concerns with you about your health and your wellness and just your existence, emotionally and otherwise. And outside of the politics that we see every day in the news, outside of the entertainment that we see every day, outside of all of the drama that you see in the world, these things that I talk about here are from the heart, even more than anything else. So you be blessed. You have a great morning, a great day, a great evening, wherever you might find yourself as you are watching this video right now across the planet. Just know that I'm here with you. Be blessed, and I shall see you in the next video. Brother Teacher out.